Yes, people, and welcome back to Normski TV and the What's Going On podcast. Good to see two people in already. I'm going to start this show. We've got some guys in the back room waiting. Chili is back after spending a lovely birthday week. So he'll be coming on looking nice and fresh in his Tottenham shirt. And a certain man is wearing a certain red and black shirt. So he's not Newcastle, something else. So we'll wait and see what that is. But yeah, we are going to go into the show. Let me just sort out this. Right, so we're all good. We're all good. We're all good and ready to set up. And hopefully we'll start seeing some people coming into the chat. But let me, first of all, bring in Mr. D
yes,
and
sir.
Mr. Chili. What you saying, people? How you doing?
All good, my bro. All good.
All good.
I just want to point out that his shirt's white and black, not red and black.
Did I say red and black?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, chill. All right. Just tested everybody, yeah? You
Making
passed the
sure
test.
we're listening, no.
Chili,
Sure
you passed the test, mate. he's wearing a Stoke or Sunderland shirt. Is that Sunderland shirt he's wearing? But anyway, that's a horrible northern accent or whatever it is. But
Because Newcastle got all that money.
All right, Chili, mate. Just calm down. Calm down, man. You have to bring these things up, don't you? You have to bring these things up. But listen, man, we're here. We're here to do, Mr. Craig in there. Yes,
Craig.
Yes, Craig, pick up yourself.
Yeah. And Miss Toya is in the house, second. Yeah.
Big up Latoya.
Yes, Latoya. Big up yourself.
We got a show for you. We got a show for you tonight, guys. We got a show for you tonight. So let me just talk about the schedule. But no, I'm forgetting. You know what? D, you should be pulling me up. I meant to ask you how you're doing, brother, innit? That's what I'm meant to do.
Them ones, you know, Norms.
So,
I hear that.
Sorry, Big D. Yeah, let me ask you the question. Mr. D, how you been? How you doing? How was your week?
The week has been good so far. You know, there's no complaints here. End of month madness going into the weekend, so we were pretty full on. But I had a day and a half to just chill, take the good lady out for a nice meal.
Really?
And
That's
just recharging to, you know, them ones. Because she actually said, "Do you still live here?" It was like, I felt you in the bed, and then one time I woke up, you was gone again. I was like, yeah, I came in for a few hours, babe. Yeah, I had to lay down for 2 hours and gone again. You know what? That's how money's been. We've been doubling up all week. So
I can imagine. And big up to my sister Kay.
Hey, Kay.
Listen, how you doing? I know my sister, she has been, as you know, guys, my dad has been in hospital, and she is just being absolutely brilliant. So Kay, big up to you.
Big up, Kay.
Just going there and supporting my daddy, my big 94-5-year-old dad. We're praying that he gets better.
Bigger Johnson.
Bigger Johnson.
Yeah.
But my sister, she always supports me. Just to take your mind off a little bit, Kay, hopefully you will enjoy today's show. We are going to be talking all things football, and hopefully you've had.
Of course you will. Chili's back, man. You know that everyone enjoys it when Chili's here.
I hope you get a little bit of understanding about football. Obviously, my sister is married to a Tottenham supporter as well. Yeah.
Smart girl, see.
But if you ask her who she supports, she'll probably put it in the chat. Yeah, if you ask her who she supports, she's not going to say Tottenham. Yeah, so let me guess if people know who she's going to put in the chat. What is she going to write in that chat?
Arsenal.
But listen. I'd love to say it's Arsenal, but it's not Arsenal. But there is some. What I would say, the clue is, that there's a connection between Arsenal and Tottenham. That's the clue. Don't say anything, Chili, because I know your brain works really quick. There you go.
Brazil.
Right, Brazil. And you know why? Carlson and Gabriel Jesus have joined the North London Brigade, the North London red and white sides. And let me just talk about what we are going to be speaking about this evening. And today, here we are. We've got the guy. He's just come back in from work, working hard, driving hard, hitting that motorway, and he's in. Mr. Ez Chelsea, big up.
Yes, Ez. What are you saying?
Big up everyone.
And,
Sorry I'm late. Sorry I'm
Yeah,
late.
man. All good,
that's
man.
no problem. That's
Late
no problem.
appearance.
Is I know you're probably getting together your homework and stuff like that. You know, from last week. And, you know, we won't go into that yet. We won't go into that yet. But I was going around the room and asking how everybody is. So let me come to Mr. Chili. Chili, how's your week been? Last week I know you celebrated your birthday. Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Birthday. For
Yes,
those
man.
people that don't know, it was Chili's birthday last week, so he had a whole week off and enjoyed the whole week. And Chili, you don't seem to be in your normal location. I don't know if you want to review.
You know I'm a jet setter, man. I'm never in the same place for too long.
Right,
It's hard to hit a moving target.
Well, hopefully you're not running for the police, yeah?
No, I'm at a hotel in London at the moment.
And may I ask you why you're in an hotel in London, or is that you can't reveal that?
I don't know if I can reveal it or not. They might not ask me again.
All right, so let's not reveal it, but I'm sure you will reveal it to us later after the stream stops, yeah? So let's just say he's the top boy, yeah? All right, let's go. Right.
I like it.
Yes, my sister is in. Yo to Anne-Marie. How you doing,
Anne-Marie.
yo? That's my other sister. She supports me as well. So thank you very much, Anne, for coming in. I'm sure there's going to be plenty more people coming in on the chat. So, yeah, I didn't get to finish. So, yes, you're in London. You're in an hotel. Right? How you been doing generally?
Yeah, no, I'm good. Another year older, more grey hairs,
Yeah,
couple more pounds.
Yeah, mate.
But no, yeah, I've had a good week. Like I say, I'm not at home at the moment, but I'm not far from
But
home.
you're enjoying life. Let's put it that way too. You're enjoying life. As we spoke about earlier today, you're enjoying it. You're enjoying it, yeah?
Yeah. I've got a few scores to settle. I see certain man ain't repping their team tonight as well.
Listen, apologies, Kofi can't make it, but he'll probably be in the chat tonight. I was hoping that Ezra would be wearing his Chelsea top, but obviously not.
He knew not to wear it tonight.
Listen, let's just hold back, yeah. Hold back, everybody, hold back.
I waited 2 weeks for this.
That's funny.
Well, listen. What's Craig saying? Barcelona have said De Jong is not for sale. Wow, this is madness that's going on. D, we're going to come to that. Your team, I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know if you guys are coming or going. What is happening with your squad? I know you've signed that left back, Tyrell is it Marcelo or whatever his name is?
Yeah. Tyrell Marcelo, yeah.
From Feyenoord, yeah?
Feyenoord, yeah.
Probably
15 million. I think 3
million.
3 million in add-ons. So
does he replace Luke Shaw?
I hope so. You know me. He's young. He's got time.
Before we go into your transfers and whatever you're doing in your transfers, we are going to come to Mr. Ez, Mr. Chelsea extraordinaire. So, how you doing, Ez? How's it been? How's your week? How's your weekend? I know you're pretty busy over the weekend, man. The man's must be dropping off right now. But
listen, man. I still ain't recovered from the weekend. It was a good weekend, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It was a blessed time.
Yeah, man.
Blessed time still.
So how we been anyway in general?
Yeah, been good. Real tired. Real tired. But I've been all right, man. I've rushed straight from work today.
Yeah.
Let me know if my connection is jumping up and down. By the way.
Yeah, slightly. I mean, I can hear you, but you're just kind of in and out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need to come off the dial-up. You need to come from the dial-up. Yeah.
No, I'll fix it in a minute. But cool, if you can hear me clearly, that's cool. Yeah, I'm all right, man. I'm all right. I decided not to wear the Chelsea top today. I didn't know if Chile was going to turn up or not, so I didn't know if it was worth it.
Well, you can turn off your camera and do a quick switch. I'm sure Chile.
No, it's all right. It's all right. Happy belated Chile. We're gonna get to it later on. We're gonna get to it later on. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, let me just share with the audience and the community. And again, please hit that like button, subscribe, and share if you're new. This is going to be a great night tonight. So let me just go through tonight's topics. And first one is match my ambitions or I will step. Yeah. The two Brazilians head to the red and white half of North London. Which one will be successful? Could Chelsea be known as the new Galacticos of England with links to Neymar and Ronaldo. Mo Salah laughing all the way to the bank. 350k new deal. I'm hearing 380, possibly 400,000 plus add-ons, and if gets the golden boot and gets them into, well, they'll probably get into Europe anyway. But he will probably be the 6th highest paid person in the world. That's a lot of dough, yeah. And Spurs this is the interesting one, and I can't wait for this. People stay on this stream for the penultimate topic, and that's Spurs v Chelsea. Gloves are off chat. And I'll come to that and explain to you why the gloves are off. Let's hope it'll be clean banter, no swearing. We know we don't have no swearing on this channel. Yeah, if you know how to take you off, you understand me? Okay. Okay. And transfer anything to declare. Okay, so as you can see, scrolling along the bottom of your screen, you'll see the topics that we are covering. And let's deal with the big one. Now, first of all, just before we do deal with there's quite a few people coming in the chat here. Well, big up Phil in there, ready to Chile. I hope you had a good birthday. That's from Philip. I'm sure he's probably going to troll D this week again. The free for Sterling. If you can confirm that, that's 45 million. That looks like
plus add-ons,
right? Okay. What he's got? What's he got? Is it a year on his contract left on his contract, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, a year left on his contract. So we'll see what happens there. As Big D migrated to Newcastle United. That one's for you, D. Philip was asking you, have you migrated to Newcastle United?
Nah, bro. Look at the shirt. Good, man. What does the shirt say on there? All right, I'm going to pull it back a little bit. You man ain't seen the whole shirt. There you go.
He's not migrated to Newcastle.
Man, stop it.
I think this club is a little bit bigger than Newcastle. Yeah,
right. It's not getting twisted now.
Probably won more trophies than Newcastle as well. Okay, yeah. So the old lady, yeah, it's the old lady. All right?
Exactly that.
Anyway,
welcome to Turin.
Yes, welcome to Turin. That's
tonight. I'm in Turin. This is my gaff in Turin.
Yeah, I'm liking the grand piano.
That's Sheena's piano, boy.
I'll tell you what. Can you take us on a virtual tour the next time? Yeah, the house, right?
Yeah.
Right. So listen. We are going to tackle the first subject, and the first subject is match my ambitions, or I will step. Now, D, I'm going to put this over to you, mate. The Ronaldo story. Ronaldo threatening him to walk out of Man United because they are not matching his ambition. Furthermore, he wants to play Champions League football. Now, there are certain teams that can offer him that. The likes of Chelsea, they've been linked with him, obviously. PSG, I've not heard any noise from Tottenham. Maybe they've got enough strikers. I mean, they're buying all the strikers in the whole world, so you might as well forget going to Tottenham. But yeah, D, talk to us. What is happening? Because to lose a guy that scored 24 goals in all competitions last season, 18 in the Premier League, he's saying that Man United are not matching his ambitions. Not only that, Ten Hag obviously wants to keep him. I'm not sure if they want to build a team around him. I know you've got other players that are linked. Christian Eriksen possibly coming on a free to you. I don't know what that does for the likes of Bruno. But yeah, talk to me. What's the situation with Ronaldo? And I know you said this streams ago that he wants to play Champions League football. And yes, he did say he was happy he will stay at Man United. Man United have got to persuade him to stay. Have they got the nous to do it? Are they going to get the players in to do it? What's your theory on that?
Well, this is my thought. First of all, Ronaldo is a Sir Alex Ferguson lover, not necessarily a lover of Manchester United FC. And a lot of people seem to forget he forced his way out of that club to go to Madrid. Right, so if he was really in love with it, come on, man, stop it. So, this is what I feel. He's getting outside pressure from his family. I don't think his missus wants to be there in Manchester anymore. I get it, right? When you're used to better climates and less rain, Manchester, as lovely as I like Cheshire, I'd live up there. The rain don't bother me. I used to be a BT engineer. I lived out in the rain getting wet, so the rain don't bother me. But it clearly bothers him and his family. He's obsessed with Messi, right? So if Messi is playing Champions League, Ronaldo got to be playing Champions League. So the moment You have to remember, last year, he forced his way out of Juve to come to us because we were in the Champions League. Now, he didn't even want to come to us. He wanted to go to City, allegedly, even though City said they never put any money in. Ferguson, Rio Ferdinand, and a few of the mans then called him up and told him, bro, you cannot go to blow out for Manchester. And so we ended up with him because we were in Champions League. Now, you would think that him, Varane, and Sancho coming in, that's a wrap. We are going to be pushing the top two, as in City and Liverpool, to close to the title. That was not the case. It became a circus under Oli. And you saw how many games this man was flapping his hands up. Now, one, he can't press, right? He just can't press. His legs ain't there anymore. So straight away, he don't even fit into Ten Hag's way of playing football. He can't press the football because he's going to want Maguire, all them mans pushing up to the halfway line. So he's looking at a lot of things and saying, I'm not playing Europa League. That ain't me. I'm not Europa League Ronaldo. I'm Champions League Ronaldo. So he's forcing a move. And I think one of the biggest factors is his obsession to be in the same competition as Messi, to say, listen, this is me in the Champions League. Listen, only Chelsea and I'm going to say, wow, who else? PSG. And I don't think PSG will take
that
it.
could afford his wages. He's on what, 500 grand a week?
500 grand a week. Now, I was talking to the same Philip in the chat either yesterday or the day before, and I said that if he wants to go, buy his contract. His contract is 25 million. Give the club 25 million and pack your bags. I'm good. Because if we become a one-player club, then we're trash anyway. That's how I see it. So if he kicks and screams, Cavani, we have Cavani. You saw what Cavani did last year. What, 9 games? Couple of goals? Yeah. Because we forced him to stay. Do not force players to stay at your club. It will always end in tears and a disaster. So if he's adamant he wants to go, let him buy out his contract. If he wants to go to Chelsea, and Chelsea want to give us whatever, 25, 30 mil, and Kante, then I'll take it. I'll take it. No, I'm serious. If Chelsea wanting that badly, then it's going to cost
30 mil and Kante for Ronaldo.
Yeah, and the reason why I'm saying that, right, and this sounds crazy, the reason I'm saying that is that Chelsea strikers are trash, and Ez knows that. You know, I mean, these men ain't really. Yeah,
Ez has had his moan for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, he knows not pulling up trees.
He can't deny that. He can't change that.
So if Chelsea have the width and the wide men to service Ronaldo, he can get you 80 plus goals again at Chelsea. But because we're struggling to sign players, having a man like Kante that plays all our big games, I'm kind of cool with that. So okay, 25 million in Kante, and I'll be like, yeah, man, I'll do that because we're getting his wages back, and we can give those wages to Kante. Well, not even all of them, but we can give Kante a nice salary, and he can come and play CDM in all our big games. There you go. There's an option for you. But yeah, if he wants out, let him go. Let him go. Don't keep him.
Yeah. But okay, because what I'll probably do is that will probably roll nicely onto the fact that could Chelsea be the new Galacticos of England? But just going back. Okay, my Chili's right in there. No, I don't know why he's acting like that right now.
I'll tell you why later. Don't worry. I'll lay it all out for you.
Okay. Listen. I'm looking for the gloves are off. Let's have that chat. I think Ez has got to change his shirt or sort something out. I don't know what he's going to do, but he's turned off his camera. But anyway,
so I want him to keep the black on because there might well be a burial going on. So.
And he's already dressed for it.
But D, I mean, okay, so if you lose Ronaldo, my thing is the players that you've got there. You've got obviously Rashford. You've also got what's his name? That's just come
Martial coming back.
Yeah. What can they do it? Can they get the numbers that Ronaldo can get? Because the thing is, if obviously he's coming back, he obviously missed pre-season training. I think it's like two. Is it two?
Yeah, and you know what? And even that, Norman.
Family reasons, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know, it's always convenient for him to pull these stunts. You got a new gaffer at the club. Get your backside back in training, brother. Right? Because it's always, something going on with the family. And it's very...
That's from Leon. We got Leon Aiden, brother.
And De Jong.
Yeah.
Brown.
We don't need Kante and De Jong.
Bish, the squad is super light. This is what I told Leon's son, my godson, Jude, that the squad is so light that I'm taking both of them. Because you have to remember as well that Kante can be a bit injury prone, and Dion isn't a natural CDM where Kante is. So you can have them both in the squad because you, even if you play De Jong regularly, you're not going to play Kante every game. But there's going to be games where you don't want to get battered by Liverpool and Man City, and you need Kante in them games. The City game, the Liverpool game, the Tottenham game, you need Kante in them games. There's other games you can give them the night off. And that might sound like, oh, we're being luxurious, but look how sometimes I watch City make 3 subs and I go, Lord of mercy, look what they're bringing on. I can't say that about my club. So if I'm saying, you know what, the legs are getting heavy out there, Kante is going to come on and short the ship and lock it down, and we win a 1-0. I'm taking that because he's good at what he does, even though now he's got a few more injuries than he probably would like, but he's still in the France squad. He's still a French international, and so yeah. So Ez, if your man want to give me, I think it's 30 now, isn't he? Thereabouts. 29.
Who's
30,
that?
Kante.
Kante.
Yeah, about 29, 30.
He's 31.
There you go. 31.
31.
Yeah. So that's what I would say. So Ez, if you want to get on the phone to your man's them and say 25 mil plus Kante, and we can do a thing.
To be fair, Kante. So I'm gonna sort out my internet after this comment, and then I'll jump back in. Kante is not really a DM, you know. He doesn't perform well sitting in like he used to, sitting in front of that back four. He wins the ball high up the pitch. He wins the ball, and that's why they say Kante is everywhere, because he wins it in all these other places. He's not like a Declan Rice or Fabinho or Fernandinho. He doesn't just sit there.
Yeah.
So, but I get what you're saying. But you can't have Kante for Ronaldo. That's ridiculous. We won't be giving him away.
No. I'm not saying about for Ronaldo. I'm saying if he's pushing to go to Chelsea, then get the best deal for us. And the best deal for us is not a Chelsea striker, because as you know, not. Exactly. So if he's going in that direction, that's the deal you do. Now, if you're looking at strikers to replace him, then you may have to go local, because I'm looking at what. Well, I don't even want to say it, but Ivan Toney, someone like an Ivan Toney, because he can play across the front. Now we can become fluid, as in all the front 6 are all interchangeable. A bit like what City did, just playing the false line and stuff. We have to go down that road, because strikers out there right now. Who's out there right now apart from Lewandowski? That's it.
And he wants to go to Barcelona. He doesn't. Right. He doesn't want to entertain Man United. I think there was talk about Man United being linked with him. He says, "I don't want no other club but Barcelona." So, but
Barca can't afford him until we do the Frankie deal.
And Bayern said that they want the money up front. They don't.
They want. That's right, Chile. Because they don't trust Barca to be in business in the next 3 years.
In 2 years'
time. They want all of it.
You know what? I think once this Barcelona deal, if this De Jong deal gets done, I think we'll start seeing everything starts just to start flowing, and I think the market would just go mad. You know what I mean? Even though, yes, you know, we've seen some sales and stuff like that. Obviously, Tottenham are moving mad at the moment, you know, with players that they've got in. But I think with this Frankie De Jong deal, it's just holding up the runnings. And I said to you last week and the week before, stop holding up the runnings, man. Stop window shopping.
But bro, don't forget as well that Ronaldo, all them man took a pay cut for not qualifying for Champions League. So not only are we messing with his paper, we're not in Champions League, so we can have bragging rights over Messi. There's a whole lot of things going on there. It's not just the club is not matching up my ambitions, because you came to play for Oli. How ambitious was that? Not be funny. Yeah. And they reckon within a month he wanted Oli gone. He was one of the ringleaders trying to get Solskjaer out of there, because he realised that this guy don't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
And people are saying that Ferguson had to regularly call him and say, bro, just pipe down a little bit, allegedly. Just pipe down a little bit, man. Give Oli time. He's a good lad. He'll figure it out. And Ronaldo's seen enough. Because he actually, when he came back, he couldn't even believe what we were doing in training. He was like, what a joke is this? What is this? And Ollie's upstairs. Ollie's not even doing. Ollie actually came out and said, I don't do the training, you know. Well, why are you there then, my brother? Because you certainly ain't negotiating top draft.
I mean, too much information came out from the camp. I mean, obviously a lot of leaks came out and stuff like that, but yeah,
so it's a multitude
crazy.
of sins that have caught up with us, Norman.
Yeah.
And for me, like I say, if he's kicking and screaming, because what he'll do, he'll continue to mash up the dressing room as well. And you can't have that with a new.
That was another thing as well. That they said that he could be quite divisive in the changing room. So I don't know if you need all that hassle. But listen, this guy can score goals. That's the thing. This guy can score you goals. You know, and that is the thing. Is that something that you're prepared to take? That that sacrifice to say, well,
but that's my problem. Yeah, Ronaldo has been criticized for his not being able to press. But when I think about it, when has he ever? No one really talks about Messi doing it or Mbappe doing it, and he has every right to be put up with them names. And the thing is, all right, cool. Let's say that is a weakness in his game. He scored 24 goals last season for your club. Do you know what I mean? And that's it. Yeah, I think other strikers might have to do that to get in the team and keep their place. But when you've got CR7, put it on his toe, you score.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Let
me just come in here. I mean, go on, chill.
Unlike Messi, like Messi's been like that his whole career, whereas Ronaldo, he was such a hard worker, man. You know what I mean? If you look at when he was at United and when the first time and when he first went to Madrid, he worked so hard, man. He worked so hard.
Do you know what?
I think people expect him to do that now at 30, whatever he is.
Nah, it's not going to happen.
It's not
going to happen.
No.
But
he is a luxury player.
Ronaldo, at his first spell at United, he was more of a winger. He played on the left or the right, more so on the right, actually. Yeah, and that's when he was all tricky and stepovers. And then, you know what I mean? Then he went to Real Madrid and you don't see him do all of that as much. He was playing more in the middle and more. And then he just became pretty much an out-and-out number 9.
Yeah, just a goal player.
I mean, he totally. I mean, as he gets older, he had to change his game. You know what I mean? Because when he was, he's playing out the wing now. Now he plays as that number 9. He just needs to be in that box. Yeah. What I think he needs, and I think that's the thing. Man United need creative players. If you get the likes of Eriksen in, because Bruno ain't gonna create for you. Bruno just wants to be doing what he wants to do. D, you know.
No, he changed his game under Ten Hag. Otherwise, Ten Hag will bench him. If
you get Eriksen, he ain't getting no game time.
No, he's going to get time, but he's got to change the way he plays.
Yeah, he'll be playing against Fulham and Arsenal and teams like that.
All right. But here's an argument then, yeah?
Go on,
yeah? God bless the man, yeah? He done a madness to overcome.
Yeah.
You telling me we're going to criticize Ronaldo for not pressing and you're going to ask Eriksen to come in this team and press?
Well, this is the thing with Eriksen.
Listen,
Eriksen, right? This is the thing with Eriksen, right? And this is why, in my mind, I'm like, did he not see how Ten Hag sets up that Ajax team? He sets them up to sit high, and so then why would you come to a team that is expecting you to do this? And this is why I think Ronnie wants to go, because he's saying, "I'm not pressing. I don't do that," and I get it. He's become a luxury player with 1 year left on his contract. And so, and this is the trouble when you've gone through so many managers, you're inheriting players from all these different managers, and you are, I mean, obviously you had the ones that went out of contract, but he's still left with pretty much an Ollie squad there until he brings in who he's going to bring in. So that transition, we have to be patient. There's no point next season we moaning if we finish 6th or 7th again.
But I don't think Haaland is a presser. That's not in his game. Now, it's gonna be very interesting, and we'll all be on this show in a few months' time talking about all these players coming in. But I am looking forward to see what happens with Haaland, because that man don't press. He comes alive when there's a through ball or something, or you know what I mean, or poacher, fox in the box sort of thing. But I ain't seen him press before, and he's a big lump as well.
He's a big lump, and not only that, man. Listen, one thing Man City will do is create chances. Yeah,
100%.
And that's the problem with Man United. They don't create chances. You need to get players in that are going to create chances. Yeah?
And this is what I get with someone like a like you see the way Frankie plays. Frankie likes to get the ball off the centre backs and do it himself. He won't want Maguire or whoever's there dribbling the ball out. He'll be like, nah, give me the football. He goes deep to get the ball, and then he goes to create. Now he's got. I look at the midfield and I am a little bit like, how are you going to play these mans? Because you still got Fred and McTominay there. Yeah. Now Fred will be your workhorse. Yeah. McTominay not so much. McTominay is more box to box for me. He won't want to break up the play and just get rid of the ball to your creative guys. So it's going to be interesting even to see if he goes 4-3-3 or he goes 4-3-2-1. Like it's like, how are you going to play, bro, with all these players that you want? And you have to remember, they're saying that he's being stubborn. He's saying, I want De Jong. And that's why everything else has just been pedestrian.
Well, is this deal on? Is this deal on? I mean, it's close. I mean, it's close. I mean, I'm not hearing like Barcelona say that they want to keep him and that. What Barcelona? What's this brickmanship going on? What's going on?
You know what they did, Norman? They sold. I don't know if it was 20 or 25% of their TV company.
15%.
Oh yeah, 15%, and raised 200 million euros just like that. Plus something else they did that raised them another 100 million euros. Yeah. So now they're saying the price is the price. We don't have to sell it for cheap anymore.
So no. But it doesn't stop there. So I could bring some more context to that. You're 100% right, D.
Yeah.
But they owe a lot of players wages.
Yeah.
So they at the moment, because of their debt, they actually haven't paid a lot. They owe Depay money. They owe De Jong money. They owe
there's a lot of players
money.
Yeah.
They owe a lot of players money.
They have to take a pay cut.
Some took pay cuts, but not just pay cuts. They pay cuts that they're going to pay back later. No one's just going to agree to a pay cut. They're pay cuts that we're going to pay you back when the cash flow sorts itself out.
Yeah.
Plus, La Liga isn't just going to allow them to punch this money in.
No, they're capped.
They're capped at 200 million. So they have to pay all of this debt off first. Before, and they've just signed Christensen on a free transfer. Can't register him. They've just signed Kesse from AC Milan on a free transfer.
That's right. Can't register.
So something has to give. You know, and so that's why
they got to meet the financial. They got to meet. Yeah, they got to meet the financial fair play.
They got to meet that as well.
Yeah. So they're in a bit of a situation where, you know, now that they've got this money, external money coming into them, as you said, now they can say, right, let's raise the De Jong deal now.
Yeah,
much higher.
But you see what Ezra was just saying there, right? With the De Jong deal, because they owe De Jong money, and the way his deal was set up, every year he automatically jumped a pay rise every year. Yeah, so the contract, so a lot of people don't know this, that he's saying, okay, if I go to United, you got to pay me up all my money, then you do the deal. So he's got them over a barrel. De Jong's got them over a barrel.
So listen, we don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
Mad, isn't it?
In terms of the hold up, and it's all of these intricacies and all these things about, you know, I think that they said that they agreed the deal. The deal was agreed between Barcelona and Man United, but now they're looking at the personal terms and stuff with De Jong and that. Now, what that is made, I don't know the ins and outs. I mean, I don't know, D, if you've got any.
But this is what I'm saying. He wants his money from that Barca owe him, and then he'll deal with United on the personal terms. Until then, he's just sitting tight because he's in a driving seat. Because he's still got a contract at Barca. He's not out of contract.
The longer they're leaving this,
I know.
You start your pre-season. This is not good. It's not coming to a good situation.
We fly out on Friday, I think. We fly out from for the tour thing. So he has to be on tour for me as well. No, and that's it. The way they're moving as well, the whole thing, this is where UEFA should step in and just put sanctions on all the clubs trying to do business. Right, they say you got to do it, get it done, or move on.
Now, the reason why they won't is because the player has a choice as well.
Yeah,
and
he didn't have to leave.
Look at Rafinha. Rafinha's sitting there.
Oh yeah,
like, he wants to go to Barca.
Yeah, I think they're trying to find 60 million in it or something.
They're trying to find the money. They put down 30 million cash and the rest is in payment plans because of their cash flow issue. Yeah, as I said, they're capped to 200 million. So they're trying to buy all these players that they're trying to say they're interested in installments. Now, Leeds is saying, why would we do installments when Chelsea's got 60 million cash and add-ons.
And this is the I'll tell you, this is
Right.
great. Listen, Barcelona right now are just holding up the runners.
They're holding up the whole market because there's a domino effect waiting, isn't there? There's a whole domino effect of things.
Yeah.
And as soon as one gets done, then it's going to be a floodgate, innit? And we'll be like, what is madness?
100%.
Just a question here from Craig. Obviously, just off the topic of Man United. Question to the panel: will Calvin Phillips be another Jack Rodwell at Man City? Your thoughts on Calvin Phillips? I mean, listen, he's definitely going to be a very small fish in a big pond when he goes to Man City.
I don't know.
What you think? What are your thoughts on it?
I like him.
Do
you think he will make it?
Top player. I think.
I think
England international, you know, man.
He's been.
I mean, if Pep disrespects him as an England international, then boy, God help us. I expect him to be a part of that team, even if he's not playing.
And he's like what Ed just said. He's playing Leeds. Playing at Leeds isn't the same as playing at Man City.
No.
Your internet is rolling a bit mad. Your internet is rolling a little bit mad there, Chili. Yeah,
I'm on the hotspot, innit? I can't do that.
Okay. Yeah. So you say the.
I mean, like I say, I rate the kid, and I think he's going to get game time at City.
Yeah, I mean the way Pep rotates.
That's it.
He will get the game time. He will get the game time.
And as long as he understands that, he'll be fine. That listen, you're in a rotation. Yeah,
he's been in a.
He's got to know coming in that he's a young lad. He's not going to walk straight into playing every big game.
Yeah.
But like I said, I like him. I like him.
I think he was linked with a lot of clubs. I mean, a lot of clubs. You know, I mean, I liked him.
How much they paid for him?
I think it's 45 mil.
45 million.
Don't let him fool you, though. He's not young anymore, you know. He's going to be 27 in December.
26, 27,
yeah.
27 in December. So
he looks young.
But he's been under the radar. And I remember when he was just bossing the championship. Like, you'd think this man's Xavi Alonso, the way he's pinging the ball. a bit like what you were saying, D. He'll pick up that ball off the centre-backs. His head goes up. Long. And then when he came to the Premier League, he played Liverpool and he was just tearing up Liverpool's midfield, just picking up the ball, finding the channels. And it's like, wow, where does this man get his confidence from? So if he's bringing that mentality into City on top of Pep's coaching now, Pep's one of them attention to detail brothers.
Systems, you know?
And as long as he can live up to that, that's the bigger question. Can you live up to Pep's now, his assignment for him? That's going to be shown in a month's time.
And you see how hard Pep is on them players.
Oh yeah.
Like even when they play well, he's schooling them. You're like, this man just scored a hat trick. What are you doing? But that's Pep. That's it, innit? It's like
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, let's go on to. I mean, obviously we've been talking about Ronaldo. Obviously, he's linked with Chelsea, and one of the questions or one of the statements I put on as part of our chat this evening is that could Chelsea be the next new Galacticos of England with Ronaldo and Neymar linked? Now, obviously, PSG want to get rid of Neymar, and I think earlier in the chat, I don't know if it was Craig was saying or somebody was saying that it was Craig. If he leaves PSG, Neymar leaves PSG, there's a possibility that Ronaldo could go to PSG. They'll get the shirt sales and all of that. But I think the question in hand here is Chelsea going to be the new Galacticos? With the way Todd Bowley is linking up with everybody and moving as Ezra said last week, man, just going in there. But thank you very much. Yeah, I want you. Yeah, I want you. I want you. I want you. Man, ain't messing about. Would you? I think you answered the question last week. Would you take Neymar and Ronaldo at your club? Obviously, the strikers that you've got now, you're obviously not impressed with them.
Listen to me. We have a top coach in Tuchel. A top coach.
I can see Chili's face thinking,
Neymar played some of it. In fact, he's had his best ever season under Tuchel in terms of numbers.
Right.
Yeah, better than his Barcelona years. And he was exceptional at Barcelona. Yeah. If Neymar came on a business level, I wouldn't want to buy him. Maybe a year loan or something like that. But Ronaldo, bringing that man to my club because he scores goals wherever he goes. Wherever he goes, bring him along. I know it'll be tough to watch. Maybe not for you, but for a lot of the Man United fans that I've got, that'll be tough to watch. And to be fair, I wouldn't call. The only reason I wouldn't want it though is I don't want to be called the Galacticos, man. We've got the pulling power.
You'll never be Galacticos.
Yeah, we got the pulling power. Do you know? Richarlison said, "Oh man, Chelsea, you came too late, man. Like, if you just came a bit earlier, I would have come to the bridge." Just
right,
like Willian.
Let me ask Norman a question. Of these players that this guy, this car salesman or whatever he does that bought Chelsea, that guy there, who has he bought? Tell me.
Nobody at the moment.
Nobody at the moment. Oh, so he's doing what Arsenal do, just out there putting out names and not buying anything.
Well, hold on, me. Don't bring Arsenal into this. We bought some players for that.
Chelsea are talking about they're going to get Neymar. Chelsea have got 200 mil to spend. What, they're going to spend it all on Neymar? Chelsea aren't Chelsea of 6 months ago. Chelsea are more like Everton now.
Chili. What world-class player have you signed? I'll wait. What world-class?
Heung-min Son. You didn't have to wait long.
Sorry, I'm talking about this window, sir. World-class player that you signed.
Perisic.
So I'll wait. We'll all wait for you.
Perisic. Don't worry about world-class. Who have you signed? Who?
Perisic.
Yeah.
Did you just say Perisic?
Yeah, he's what? He's not
seriously.
World-class.
The one that Inter let go for pretty much free. Inter Milan didn't want him.
Hang on. Who have you bought now? I can't even say anything about your signings. You haven't signed anyone.
Listen. Okay.
Chelsea and Leicester. Include Leicester in that.
That's a good point, Chili.
Your captain wants to go. What's going on at Chelsea?
That's a good point, Chili. Listen, even if we don't sign anyone, we beat Tottenham.
I bet you don't finish above us next season if you don't sign anyone.
Oh, that's a bad bet. That is a bad bet.
You're losing too many players. You've lost like 80% of your backroom staff. Even your goalkeeping coach said later. You know what I mean?
That's all right.
So, guys, we've entered the ring.
You've got no money now. You're just another team. You've come back down to earth.
We're literally debt free. We're literally debt free.
Yourself with Neymar, Mbappe, Ronaldo.
Wait a minute. We're literally debt free, Chili. What are you talking about?
Because you couldn't pay your debt. Man had to scrap your debt. It's on welfare case. Weren't you a billionaire?
Call it what you want. Call it what you want. We're not in debt at all. Not a penny.
Yeah, Ez, you got to be careful with that statement there, you know.
Okay,
because if a man says, you know what, you owe me 1.5 billion, but boy, I'm going to allow you guys. It just done you a favor. But if he changes his mind and come back for his money, then what?
No.
Is he allowed to change his mind?
If me and you sign a contract that you do not owe me money, you can call it what you want, but on the paper that you signed to agree to write off any debt, it's gone. In no court does that stand up. You understand?
Fair enough.
In the real
world,
we couldn't
pay our bills. We couldn't pay our bills. Well, listen, how much did your stadium cost you?
About
how much that cost you? About $1 billion. Yeah. Okay, and how many trophies you won in it?
None yet.
Wait for this season. So hold on a minute. So where's the bragging rights here?
So gloves. We're starting. The gloves are off now.
All right then. All you've got is Roman. He's gone.
Gloves are off now.
What have you won since Roman's gone? Nothing.
What do you mean? He's literally the season hasn't started since he's gone.
Who have you bought since Roman's gone?
Listen, what I'm telling you is
even. Where's the hotel that you were building? Where's the new stadium that you were building?
Chili. Look. Your stadium, even Anthony Joshua.
You're in a 1980 stadium. We're in a 2018 or 19 stadium. You understand?
Right. That's fair. Look, Chili. Look, all jokes aside, yeah. I can say, and you weren't here to hear the comment last week. Yeah. I've seen my club win everything.
Because under Roman. What did you before Roman got there? And let me tell you something. Before Roman got there, your entire honours was about the same amount as FA Cups that we've won. You've won about 8 things in your entire history. You're
Okay, what
nobody.
have you won in the last 10 years?
All you've got is Roman. Take Roman out of it. What have you got?
But take Harry Kane
like
out your team.
Pimping you, man.
These are all hypothetical comments.
No, they're all
hypothetical comments. No, because we had Roman. You got Levy spending money now. You're talking about signings. Oh, okay, what are you going to win this season? Let's guarantee something. What are you going to win this season?
This season, FA Cup and Champions League. Boom.
Chili, you made my day with that. You made my day with that.
I'll tell you something else. Chelsea aren't going to make top 4. You're finished.
Guys, put it in the chat.
You've got no money.
Chelsea...
All your team's leaving. 80% of your backroom staff are going. Your team's in tatters, man. And you're there talking about Neymar. Give me a break.
Put it in the chat, guys. Do you think Chelsea will make the top 4 this season? Or do you think Tottenham have got the better chance with the signings that they've made?
Do you know what's crazy?
This is the gloves are off. These are the gloves are off. So
I saw about 8 managers reject you last summer. And now you've got a manager to finally sign a contract after you paid him half your bank. I don't know what you must have did to him. I don't know if you put a bag over his head and kidnapped him and threatened his family or something. 3
points behind your great manager, though.
Behind, very keyword. I'll take that. Behind.
With our team that
I'll take that.
Yeah, you can take that.
Yeah, behind.
We've got a Man United fan laughing at your statement, Chili. FA Cup and Champions League. Football with Shigs. Listen, go subscribe to this guy. Football with Shigs.
Man's like Shigs. Big up yourself.
Chili also graces his channel, so yeah, please go and subscribe to him.
Chili had me.
Shigs is saying finishing 6th. I don't know if he's talking about Chelsea.
He had me until he said the Champions League. Thank you very much, Craig. Thank you very much, Craig. Bless you, sir.
They won't get top 4. You'll see.
Too early to say.
You haven't even got a striker. You spent 100 million on trying to bring back a striker. What happened with him?
Well, listen, it was bad. I can't lie. I'm not going to sit here and pretend. I'm not deluded. It was a bad situation. What happened with Lukaku. But even more so now, because we're Chelsea, we got pulling power, yeah? I'll be honest.
No, you haven't. In your mind, you have.
Of course we have.
What pulling power? Rafinha's saying, I ain't going there. You've got the money.
That's not what's happened.
That's
Rafinha had an agreement with the club from January. Yeah, Rafinha had an agreement with Barcelona since January. He's honouring it. That's fair. He hasn't said no to Chelsea.
In with 60 mil, and he said no, thank you.
No. If he had said no, the offer would have to be off the table.
He said, I would rather go to a struggling team in Spain than play for you lot. That's what he said.
Okay.
Isn't that true? So while we're bringing in players, you're getting rejected.
Rejected by who? Who has rejected Chelsea?
Rafinha.
No one rejected Chelsea. No,
Rafinha rejected Chelsea.
It's not how it works. It's not how it works, Chili. It's not
and
how it works.
Talking about us, you're going after Sterling.
I mean that deal. 45 mil? Is that pretty much a done deal?
What for Sterling? No.
Yeah.
Well, I've been keeping quiet about that because Chili talk about we're not signing no one. He could never pull Sterling to Tottenham. Never.
Who wouldn't want him? Who's he going to replace?
What do you mean you wouldn't want Sterling?
Not really. Who's he going to replace?
Well, so if you look at your front,
that's what I thought. Nobody.
Bergwijn, mate. Bergwijn
sits on the bench. Sterling ain't gonna come.
I think Bergwijn's gonna end up going to Ajax anyway.
Yeah. Looks that way, doesn't it? Yeah.
He's not a starter, is he?
No.
Yeah, I think Sterling. He's got over 100 goals in this Premier League.
I like Sterling. I do like Sterling. I'm half joking.
Right. Philip says cannot see Chelsea finishing above Spurs if both teams do not change their managers.
Interesting. I would like to know your
both teams.
Philip, you've got to get out of your mind that Chelsea are going to go out and spend money. They ain't. Trust me. They've got no money to spend.
We've got no money to spend.
You've got compared to what you normally spend. You were spending like half a bill here, a bill there. Now you've got 200
in the season.
No, not in the season. In the last 20 years, you've got 200 grand now. 200 mil, sorry.
Let me ask this question to you, Ez, right? This is from Shigs. He says, so
and you're going to buy Neymar.
Who are Chelsea going to get? So you just realistically, who are you going to get?
That's what I want to know.
Yeah. Right. So if you want to just put that case to the people in the community and to obviously Chile.
So all right, let's deal with the confident ones. Koundé, we've got agreed terms with. We just ain't paid the money yet because there's people that we prioritize, like De Legit from Juve. We want him. We obviously want Koundé. Ake is a buyback as a rotational player. He probably replace Christensen. That's the defense. We're interested, obviously, in Rafinha. The money's on the table. That's proactive. Sterling, I've just seen that's an agreed terms with him. That's proactive. That already changes my front three already with Sterling and Rafinha if they both come. If they don't come, obviously there's options like Ronaldo. We can have that conversation. My owner's already spoken to his agent. My owner's already spoken to his agent.
Have you put down any money?
No, of course not. Of course not.
That's so they just had a chat then.
Hey, listen. You know what's strange about Chile? And I'm not sure if anyone in the fan base or anyone that's in the comments noticed. The one season Tottenham's done their business early, full of chat.
No, I'll tell you that myself. You damn straight. I'm normally sitting there like Norman, cussing come August. So yeah, you damn straight.
And as much as I hate Spurs, I will take my hat off to you and say you have done some very good business. I would have loved Basuma. Yeah, I would have loved Basuma in my team. Perisic is an upgrade on Alonso. He would have been, as much as I was making the joke earlier. Kulusevski, making him a permanent signing. That's brilliant.
Yeah,
that's a great. And I know D will know about Kulusevski because of Juve.
Exactly.
You know what I mean. Those are good signings. Richarlison, I would have loved him to be my number 9. These are good signings, yeah. But Chile, let me warn you before you say anything. Chile, if you make all these signings and we beat you, sir, now come back on this show, yeah. Sorry, the pack will come out now.
Big talk that. But look, guys, listen. Talking of Ronaldo, right? Apparently his jet left Lisbon about an hour ago.
Right.
And he wasn't heading back to Manchester.
Where was he going?
So where's he going?
Madrid, apparently. Well, his jet has gone to Madrid. They're not sure whether he boarded it or not. It's like he could be out there pimping himself out, chatting about family issues. Now, allegedly. I just kind of, your team is back in training, Norm. Your team is back in training, but you jet set. Yeah. How does that reflect on the rest of the squad?
No, you just need to get rid of
United put out something saying they're not sure if he's going to be at pre-season.
Exactly. What's that?
That's not leadership behavior.
That's not leadership.
Nah.
That's not leadership.
He wants the captain's armband. How do you get the captain's armband from Maguire when you're just jet setting?
No. D, you know more than anyone. This would not happen under Ferguson.
It wouldn't.
This would also even if he's not happy. Yeah, you state your case to the board and you turn up to training as normal and leave that to the board and your
everyone else. Exactly.
Like everyone else.
You're not.
He's moving mad right now. He's moving mad.
We know he's a prima donna. Yeah.
And he's not out of contract. It's what everyone seems to forget. He's not a free agent.
No.
Pogba and them man was free agent. Lingard, they were all free agents. They could do what they want. He is still under contract. He signed in 2 years. 24 million a year, guys.
No,
think about that.
No. And did he disappear before? Did he go to Portugal before?
He did. He dipped out for 2 weeks. And people didn't forget as well. He's got this the thing with his hip flex thing that just keeps popping all the time. No one talks about all that. And whenever he's upset, he says his hip's gone and he's out of there. He's going to warmer climates to recuperate and get some work done on his hip. So he has the money to just literally say, I need to get
here's an argument.
2 hours. Let me get out of here.
Yeah, because he is getting old now, he's thinking, I ain't got time to wait for certain things. So I've got to go where it's happening.
Which is fine.
I'm going to break my records.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying.
There has to be a level of professionalism. You know what I mean?
That he's not going to. As soon as we didn't qualify for Champions League, I said this. I said he is not playing Europa League football.
But why did he put a clause in then saying that?
That's what he should have done, shouldn't he?
Man United, when they realised he might go to City, they panicked. They said, "What?
Yeah.
Since you're in Manchester, come talk to us." And boom, 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 boom. Yeah, sign. Yeah. Ronaldo's back, big shirt signing, and they go. And now they're gone. Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh wow. And it's a typical Man United board thing. You needed Ed Woodward out earlier. You know,
exactly.
You need man them that talk business before anything else. Business is, you know, as much as like even all these clubs. Ronaldo's agent flew out to Bayern Munich today. Yeah, right. Bayern Munich said we love Ronaldo. Of course, he's one of the greats, but he doesn't suit our philosophy. Why? Yeah. Because they're business first. Of course, they would like him. Lewandowski's going the other way. Of course, they would like him, but he doesn't suit the philosophy, and for that reason, we're not going to panic here. We would rather not panic and lose out on this opportunity and go, oh, maybe we should have, rather than panic and go, oh no. Barcelona have panicked and done that many times. They signed Coutinho for 130 million. They bought Griezmann for 120 million. They bought Dembele for 130 million. Yeah. And all of them buys have now come back to bite them years later, where that's why clubs are making jokes like they might not be here in 2 years, because their cash flow is awful. You know, and so, yeah, Ronaldo, this situation, let me just come in.
Do you think, obviously, Ronaldo wants Champions League. Do you think he would be prepared to decrease his money to come to Chelsea and play Champions League? I mean, would you be paying him £500,000 a week?
Nah, they wouldn't. But what they would do, I think they would give him a 300, 350 and give him a little black envelope with some extra upfront money.
Okay.
300. It's a lot of money. No.
What's he on at Man U?
He's on 500k.
500k a week, bro. 24 million a year.
Did they get him for free from
Juve? Yeah. Because the thing is, right, was he... See, I can't remember whether he bought out his last year at Juve, because he done it for pre-season to clear out his locker.
He did. No, he did. He did buy it. He did.
Yeah, he actually came there, cleared out his locker, went upstairs and said, "Yeah, man, I'm off." Yeah, talked to my lawyers.
Yeah,
and whatever was left on his 1 year, he just bought them out. Yes, Junior, respect, bro.
Yes, Junior.
And so he's a gangster like that. He don't care. And for someone like that, you can't build a team with a player like that in it that's just going to ruffle up everybody's feather. Because if he was smart, he would have signed 1 year with a 1 year option. But he was greedy and he signed 2 years.
That's it. No, what you do, Ronaldo now, anyone that signs him, you have to treat him like a hitman. This ain't a loyalty thing. Yeah. It's not a loyalty thing. I'm hiring you to do a job, and that's to kill them and in the other opponents, and that's it.
But can you do that in the Premiership? Have one passenger that's just up there?
No, not a passenger. I said a hitman, bro.
Yeah, I
he
know.
Understands. It's not what I mean by that, Chili, is that
he understands how to score goals.
I'm not gonna fake that I'm here because I love this club or because of any. I'm here to do the job that's gonna satisfy me, and you get what you want out of it, and I get what I get out of it. And that's I get my goals because I'm trying to chase the records. I'm trying to keep up with Messi and them, man, and try and get another Ballon d'Or, or try and get another Champions League. Yeah. And what you get out of it is whatever you need, whether we win the Premier League or we win the whatever cup. And that's it. And after that, we cut ties, and it's none of this pretending that, you know, the problem Man United's got is that he was at Man United when he was a legend. So he's come back, and it's this big affinity to him and the club and the history. And now it's all gone pear-shaped. Oli, Ralph, Targ.
He's come back. He's come back. Sentiments. Yeah, he's come back to Man United thinking sentiments, and he's come back, and it's been a massive shock for him. And obviously,
surely, at some point he watched United play under Oli, and I would have looked at that and said, yes, Rick Rose would have looked at that and said, nah, maybe not. And maybe that's why he was heading to City, allegedly. Even though Pep denied that, you know. Pep denied it. Pep said we were never in for him. So was that his agent hyping that thing up? Because he had to find somewhere for him to go?
Pep's thing is Pep's a big pride man, ego man. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
He does not want anyone to think that they rejected City, even Ronaldo. You know what I mean? That's a brand thing. So it is what it is. He went on his way here. We didn't really want him. Maybe he was gonna have a chat. Maybe he wasn't. It's all gonna be. Yeah. So I think he was on his way to City because he didn't have a lot of takers after the Juve stuff. He didn't have a lot of takers.
No, exactly.
And it's the same thing now. He ain't got a lot of takers now.
And for that reason, would you still be happy for Chelsea to pay him 300 bags a week?
If Tuchel will manage him. Tuchel will manage him.
37 years old. Wow.
Do you know what?
That's what I'm saying.
This suits well for the Lukaku thing. Lukaku came back like, this is my boyhood club. I came here on a school trip when I was 16. I've got unfinished business here. And really and truly, that's where Tuchel couldn't really manage that anymore because actually he saw another thing in training. He saw another thing when he done that interview. But if he had brought Lukaku and Lukaku allowed that nonsense, are you gonna come and score me goals? Yeah, forget that. Are you gonna come and score me goals? And then maybe you would have gone, nah, I'm cool in Italy, you know. I'm good. I'm scoring goals out here. Do you know what I mean? And I think Ronaldo is the same thing. Like, it's just that sentiment has actually killed the whole assignment. You know what I mean?
They always say you shouldn't go back. It don't work out when you go back.
No, not all the time.
Not all the time. I mean, listen, as I said, he did get 18 goals in the Premier League last season, 24. You know, obviously, he kept Man United.
but you know what, Norm?
In a European
even when you look at that, though, he was very patchy, you know.
Yeah,
he wasn't fluent for the whole season.
No.
And that was my concern. That you know, he pulled a few bully boy games against relegated Norwich and all that. You know what I mean? You have to look at that a little bit. Like, did he mash up the top six goal wise?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I saw a stat.
Yeah, go on.
Chelsea. I'm gonna cuss my own team now. Chelsea scored 8 goals against the top 6 last season, and Ronaldo scored 8 goals against the top 6 last season. So 8.
6
of yours. Oh yeah, against this lot, Tottenham, innit? Yeah, Tottenham. We matched up Tottenham, innit? Yeah, I remember. And the draw against you guys, against Chelsea. We lost against you, Norms, innit? We lost against you.
Yeah, you lost against us.
Did we lose both against you? I can't remember.
No, we lost. I think we lost at Old Trafford, didn't we?
And we lost to the Emirates.
I can't remember, guys. Put it in the chat. I think you
beat us to the Emirates. I think you beat us to the Emirates.
Yeah, I don't know if we drew with you or we lost. I can't remember. I remember Ronaldo getting at the Emirates. Did he score 2 goals or 1? We won that game 3-2.
It was a draw. Ooh, what was it?
I can't remember. Guys, put it in the chat if you do remember that game.
But he's definitely a luxury player. You can't expect him to do the pressing. He's going to get you goals wherever he goes.
And Man United won 3-2.
3-2. Okay.
So you won 1 each.
Yeah. But a bit like Pogba, you know, that these man's is luxury players. If you don't have the right men around them, then it's very hard to have them in your team. Put the right people around them, these guys are going to get what you want out of them.
But this is what I was saying, and I'm sorry to repeat ourselves. I guess there might be different people that was here last week. Yeah. But this is the first time Man United's having a coach. A coach, you know.
Since LVG.
Since
LVG, right.
Since LVG. You know what I mean? And as you said before, you said it yourself, Oli was up there in the office when the man are training. Right. Now you're going to have a man that's out there in the fields with them, looking at man proper. You know,
I've seen it already. I've seen the clips on Instagram already. Man was stopping training and go, no, don't do that. I'll be like, he ain't playing.
That's why the board.
Yeah, man, he's messing with the man. Wow, that's the thing as well, isn't it? Like, you know what? You can't go to the pub, like I said last week, and chat about 200 million. And now you're like, well, we're not paying that for him. You just said you got 200 bags to spend, my brother. Spend the money. We can afford it. Trust me, we can afford it. Spend the money.
I will.
Right, question in the chat. Hey guys, do you think Nketiah will do the number 14 shirt at any justice?
Silly. I wasn't here that week that you spoke about it. It's silly. Why would you do that to the boy?
Listen,
my pressure.
I've got nothing against Eddie Nketiah as a person, but come on, man.
They should have retired that shirt rather than give it to him.
Yeah, you know, I said it. It's just a number. Yeah, we did that show D when we said 14 is just a number. But when you look at,
but you know why they've done it.
Why they did? Go on.
They've don't get me wrong. It's not like no one's worn it. Walcott wore it before.
Yeah.
But Walcott was showing stupid level. Back then, you take Walcott now the way he was playing back then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Nketiah's just even for his mentality, just let him wear his normal. Just let him earn it.
Whatever
just
number he was wearing, let him have that number with whatever contract you're giving him.
Well, as you can see here from Root Calls, and this is his stat. Yeah, Henry did deserve the shirt, but you get 10 goals in 6 years from that. It's a joke. That's what that guy
is. That a true stat though?
That is a true stat, man.
That stat is mad, you know.
6 years.
He scored 10 Premier League goals.
That's a horrible stat.
In 6 years.
He hasn't been playing.
And 5 of those goals, five of those
but
goals.
Still, in 6 years, 10 goals, and they give him $100,000 a week.
And the number 14 shirt.
And the number 14 shirt.
It's strange.
But it's just a
Where
number,
is he playing for you? Is he playing through the middle or?
Well, listen. Now that we've got Gabriel, he's going to be the backup to Gabriel, unless Arteta's going to play a fluid, like
across the front,
and that's why I probably you brought up earlier on about maybe getting an alternative striker. I was saying to you, what would you get? I wouldn't mind somebody like an Ivan Toney because he gives you a different option.
And Tony can play across the front now.
Yeah,
exactly. He can play across the whole front.
Yeah, it gives you a different option.
Yeah. I'm surprised no one looked at him, you know. I really am.
As we said it last week. That it was because of some of his behavior off the pitch. Maybe that's why a few clubs was like, we ain't got time for that.
Look at the Basuma situation.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't stop Tottenham game for Basuma, but listen,
they reckon
he's been cleared. Leave the man alone. He's been cleared.
That's what I said. He's been cleared. If you let me get a word in edgeways, order.
No order. Just put it out there. The man's been cleared.
I was gonna go there, but I remember this is a clean show, so I left it alone. Right. I left it alone. I left it alone.
Well, as you can see, Chelsea have given Rafinha till tomorrow to decide if he wants to join the club.
We're not here to play games, guys. Listen. We've
got a big.
Chilly.
He said he ain't coming.
Let me show you about my club quick. Yeah. There was a player. I'm sure you don't remember this. Yeah. But a player was on his way to your club in the name of William Borges.
Yeah.
And my club called him and said, nah. Come to my club. And he said,
come here and we'll give you an extra 100 bags a week. And he went.
But
you can't do that anymore. You can't do that. When you
told you that?
Understand?
Who told you that?
Finished. Huh?
Who told you that?
What? You can't do that?
Yeah, who told you that?
Are you saying Chilling? Are you saying that? Yeah, but if you look, I think Dean brought it up last week. I think that they've got
how many of their first team have gone? Go and have a look.
They've got a consortium.
That's even better. That's even more money. Do you know how much wages that is added up?
You didn't get no money. They just left.
Chile, they got a consortium. Yeah, Chelsea have got a consortium, and all their consortiums are all billionaires.
They're all billionaires.
They're all going to argue.
Richard then Abramovich.
We'll see then. We'll see.
I know what you're thinking here, Chill. You're thinking that. Listen, how is this all going to work? How's the transfer going to work? You know, he's got.
No, I'm thinking they've got no money now. That they're back down to earth. They're just the same.
All right.
Us, let's see.
Man United. Anyone that knows their stuff about football in the chat, do you really believe Chelsea have no money now? Just be honest.
I'm not saying you've got no money. I'm saying you're not a mega rich club anymore. You're the same as the rest of us.
We're richer.
All right then. We'll see who you buy then. Come and see me in 4 weeks' time and tell me who you've bought.
There's a challenge for you, brother.
It won't even take 4 weeks. Next week.
All right. Yeah. I like the confidence.
Yeah, next week.
I bet Rafinha's not one of them.
Listen.
Just to clear up, what Root Calls are saying, that he has scored more than 10 goals, but this is obviously in other competitions. We're talking about just the Premier League. So in the Premier League, he's only scored 10 Premier League goals in 6 years. Yeah. Okay. So he scores in like the cups and all that stuff like that. He's quite prolific in that. But when it comes to the Premier League, 10 goals, and that's primarily because he never really made much appearances for the first team. You know what I mean?
I think there's potentially the same mistake Chelsea made with Hudson-Odoi. where we put Hudson Odoi on about 100 or something, just above 100k, and the man has done just average stuff since. Average stuff.
He was linked with quite a German.
Should have took the money. Should have took the money.
It was the club that was like last season, or was it the season before that? He was
Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich, wasn't it?
Oh, okay.
Should have took the money. Should have took the money.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
I know he's still young. He's like 21, 22. So he could still pull it out of the bag. But to put him on 100 grand, them man feel like they don't need to work no more. You know what I mean? That's
the problem.
Listen, across all our clubs, our youngsters, we have to keep them hungry to a degree. You know what I mean? There's levels to this game. You know, when you reach a certain stage and you're putting up consistent numbers, now you deserve your money. You deserve your reward. Not just because you've got potential. Potential is nothing. You know, potential is nothing. So that's the mistake, I think. But you never know, Norman. Arteta might see something we all can't. So
what do you think about Brozier? Would you start him for you?
Yeah, this is the only opportunity that he might get to lead that line. We gave it to Tammy a couple of seasons ago, and I personally think we should have kept him. He done well.
Tammy done all right.
He did do well. Yeah, he did do well.
Did all right.
Because he was another guy on the hit list. Tammy, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, or Ivan Toney. But Calvert-Lewin is injury prone, isn't he? Very injury prone, Calvert-Lewin.
I'll take out the two. Out the three, it would be in the order. If I had any choice, it would be Ivan Toney, followed by what's his name? Who did you just say?
Tammy Abrahams.
Tammy Abrams, and then Calvert-Lewin. We was linked with him as well. But
but Chile. All jokes aside, Richarlison, I really think he's going to rip up the Premier League for Tottenham. You know what I mean? And he gives Kane something to think about now. He's got a like for like. And he's aggressive. The man is aggressive. It's like he's
and the shithousery as well, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You run past him and he'll fall over. So
but
he's got that.
Yeah.
He's got that.
This is what you're going to see, though. You're going to see Kane coming deep a lot, you know.
Well, this is like
coming deep even more than he has been doing.
Yeah.
If they play them together, you'll see Kane really become that facilitator and just be getting assists for fun.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I would love to get Bernard Silva. I'll tell you, boy.
And Chelsea have got that guy from Palace coming back. What's his name?
Oh,
Gallagher.
Oh yeah, he's back from Palace. He come back.
Yeah, we did get game time.
That feels like a new signing in itself. It depends how Thomas Tuchel is going to use him. Now, me personally, he's way more effective higher up the pitch. He is a centre mid by where he's played, but he needs to travel up the pitch. So maybe he'll give Mason Mount more of a challenge for his position, which is good. It's healthy competition. Yeah. But that's going to be a headache for Tuchel, I think. But we've got 4 competitions, and I think that's exactly what Tottenham are thinking with Richarlison. Yeah. They've got Champions League now. So that's 50-odd games if they get far, and same for Chelsea. So, you know, these are interesting things to think about. Norman, quick question for you. Is Arsenal, is your business done? I ain't seen nothing come up with for Arsenal recently.
Listen, we kind of stalled in the car.
Stalled in the car park.
I don't even know what D's talking about. Listen, I don't even know what D's talking about.
Same situation.
They haven't even. What are you talking about? You're still in the service station.
That's what I'm saying.
Right, no. Listen, we have kind of stalled a little bit, and we need to recover. The recovery truckers took us off, put us in the hard shoulder. We need to get going again. Listen, we've been.
What's going on with Tielemans?
I
Right,
was about to ask.
Apparently, we've made a £30 million bid for him. Yeah. There's also the other player that Craig has just mentioned. This Savage guy, 27 years old.
Milinkovic Savic?
Yeah, plays for Lazio.
Great player.
27 years, 27, but they're talking 63 million.
Ooh.
You have to pay for these players.
I know, but 27.
You're after Ajax defender Martin.
No, I would run away from him.
I think
he's coming to United, you know.
Yeah, I think Man United will probably.
Hey, by the way, I said that he was 5'10". Yeah, this man is shorter than Lionel Messi. Stay away from him.
Is he?
Who?
How is he a centre half and he's shorter than Lionel Messi? Get out in the Premier League.
Eds, did he tell you? He's got these special boots. They're called trampoline boots. That's how you be all right, man. I thought he was 5'10". He's only 5'8". Is he 5'8"?
Listen. When he finds Lewis Dunk, who is 6'6" from Brighton, and just leans
on him. Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
You'd be better off going for Dunk. I don't know why we don't go for Dunk.
I mean,
Dunk is a good player.
Savage is a good. This Savage guy is a good player, and it's probably a choice between him and Talisman. Now, Talisman is younger, obviously. Right,
I'll go
30 million. You know, he knows the Premier League.
Bargain.
What did Leicester want for him?
Well, there's a talk about. I think the fee is valued at about 25 million. But I think
why is he so cheap? By the way, is he?
Yeah, I'm about to say that.
He's only got a year left on his contract.
Got 1 year.
Oh, that's why.
That's fair enough.
That's why.
Because
he's.
I was going to say.
Listen, in the early days when we was linked to Tottenham, were linked to him. Even Man United were linked with him.
Yeah, we were. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we need, as you said, Ez, listen, we've stalled a little bit. Yeah, we was going, and then all of a sudden we brought down in the fast lane. Recovery truck had to take us off, put us on the hard shoulder. So we go again. Hopefully we can go again. I think it was Romano. Romano was saying as well, Fabrizio Romano was saying that he's really impressed in terms of our Arsenal are keeping their transfer business quiet. If you want to, I don't know.
It can be too quiet.
Very quiet.
Too quiet because
it can be too
literally in the last week, Chelsea come and nicked Rafinha for, not to say that he was gonna really come to us, and now the situation with Martinez going to Man United, we was linked to us. We were supposed to be going over to Ajax to talk with him and to probably put in another bid, but I think he's probably going to end up going to Man United. He knows
What about Dead Spence?
From Forest. The Forest.
Yeah. I don't know what's happening with that.
Him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What's happening with that? Yeah. Because
he's just dragging on. I keep saying some point this week it'll be done, and then it goes into the next week. That's typical Tottenham. Dragging it out. You're hearing about it all summer.
Because he's not Premier League proven, I guess they're trying to get.
Take that off the screen, please, Norman.
No, let's leave it on the screen.
Craig. What's a Craig there, boy? Craig running jokes.
Chile, it's a dangerous space, you know. It's a dangerous space, you know.
The shots just come from everywhere. All of a sudden, it's fine.
Listen, Tottenham's the target, dog.
Bare gunshots, boy. Bare gunshots.
Listen, let's move quickly on to the two Brazilians.
Sorry. Craig said about the amount of crosses Arsenal put in.
Yeah.
Why are they buying a midget then? Oompa Loompa.
Let's just be careful with. Just be careful with the small man. Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah, his height is. Let's just careful. Don't get me cancelled, brother. But listen, I don't know. I that's why I'm saying we need a different kind of player, because we do like. I mean, Tierney last season before putting in crosses, no one's on the end of it.
But they're saying that he's not even in training yet. What's going on with him?
Who's that?
Tierney. He's not even training.
No, he has. He's been back at training now.
Oh, I heard he hasn't started training yet.
Yeah, he's back in training now. So we'll see what happens. He's had the knee surgery and everything is looking good. So hopefully, but the problem with Tierney, he just breaks down. And that's why we was linked with that Lissandro Martinez, because he can play as a utility player. He can play at left back. I mean, the size of the guy, you would probably expect him to play at left back as opposed to a centre back. But he's a utility player. He can play as a holding midfielder as well, D. So if you get him, you know what I mean, you can drop him in there, take out my man McTominay and put him in there. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, I look at that, and if McTominay is starting for us next season, then I don't know. I don't even know what to say about that, because it just can't happen for me. You know what I mean? If you have Fred as this man with the engine that is just doing what Fred does, but then I just don't want to see my man anywhere near. What's this one?
Edu is the type of guy who puts salad on the barbecue. yeah. That's right. The man frustrates me. The guy just frustrates me, man. I'm telling you. Him Arteta. Oh my God! But you should have seen Arteta, boy. He was like a little child in a sweet shop when he was taking pictures with Gabriel, man. Oh,
yeah. That was a gift from Pep Guardiola. That was nothing to do with Edu.
Exactly.
That was a bro present.
That's right.
Yeah, so
man. Little bro, hold that, little bro.
You want to earn his present? Yeah, hold him, man.
Do you know what? That's like? That's like you having a big brother and him handing down a tracksuit to you. You understand? Because now he's got a next tracksuit.
Yeah. Listen, just second.
Yeah. No, seriously, he's got Haaland. Oh, do you want?
Listen, go and buy some players before you start talking. Yeah. Go and buy some players. You know what I mean?
No. That's the grab you got with me. No, don't worry. This time next week, I'll be ready with players.
No, listen.
I'm not coming.
The two Brazilian head to the red and white half of North London. Which one will be successful? We kind of touched on it a little bit with as sort of spoke about, Carlson being a good player, and he would love him at his club. Big up to Diego, Crystal Palace. Edu has no sauce to go with the barbecue. Yeah, definitely. I agree with you, Diego, man.
You put on Edu.
Yeah, but Carlson. So both of them went to the north side of North London. And basically, which person is going to do really well? So I'm going to just do something here, just to share some stats. You know what I mean? Because obviously we don't want to just be saying, right, it's going to be Richarlison and that. I think let's just go based on stats and see what's going on. So I'm going to try and attempt to share the first screen. Hopefully, they won't mark me down. So let me just find this one first. Right. So we'll go here. Let's go with this one first. Let's select this one, Carlson. Am I doing this right? Okay, I'm just waiting for that to come up. I'm just waiting for that to come up on my screen.
Okay.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So is this since he's been at Everton, right?
Yeah, because obviously, if you look, he hasn't started for Tottenham.
It might
so
be
this is
whole Premier League.
Yeah, this is So this is really pretty much all the games that he's played. 173 appearances. That's including Watford as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just looking at his stats in the Premier League. So 173 appearances, 48 goals, 65 wins, and 73 losses. And partly that was probably down to Frank Lampard. I don't know really, but so these are just some of his stats here. Goals, as I said, 48 goals per match, 0.28. Headed goals, 11. Goals with right foot, 23. Goals with left foot, 13. Penalties scored, 4. Shots, 421. Shots on target, 138. Shooting accuracy, 33%. Big chances missed. Yeah. Right, big
the percentage seems low, damn.
Yeah, big chances missed, 42. Then we look at his discipline, 30 yellow cards, 2 reds, 181 fouls, 101 offsides, tackles, 273. This is his defense.
Look at them tackles.
Yeah, 273. Blocked shots, 123. Interception, 78. Clearances, 176. And headed clearance, 126. So that's Harvey Carlson. Yeah. And looking at that, I mean, listen, I think he spent just slightly longer than what Gabriel's slightly, I think he's a year more in the Premier League than Richarlison. I think Richarlison spent, is it 6 seasons? I think it's 6 seasons in the Premier League.
Right. Those are good numbers to me at Everton, therefore. Those are good numbers.
Yeah. I mean, if you
add the assist as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think the 33% is a bit low though for a striker.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the other thing I would say that. So yeah, shooting accuracy, 33%. Surely for a striker, that's got to be around the 50, 55
I don't know. I feel like he takes a lot of long shots. So
okay. Yeah.
That's different to being in the box and not hitting the target. He hits him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the stats for Richarlison. Let me go to Gabriel, and am I on Gabriel's one now? Yeah. Let's go back here. Okay, so all right, let's go to oh, where's that gone? Gabriel. Oh right, I know what I've got to do. Yeah, there it is. Share that. And then go to that one. Go to Gabriel. Okay, so all right, these are Gabriel stats, right? Right, so appearances 159. A lot of those were off the bench, yeah, as well.
Yeah.
58 goals. Look at the wins there, boy. I know that, yeah, we're going to say it's obviously Man City. 121 wins, 19 losses. So goals, he's got a better goals, 58, get better goals per match, 0.436, headed goals 10, goals with right foot 32, goals with left foot 16, penalties 3, shots 343. He's got a better shot accuracy. He's had shots on target
47%, yeah.
47%. Hit woodwork 10, and big chances 70. Yellow cards 50.
Miss Norman.
Huh?
70 big chances missed, you know.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's a lot of missed chances, isn't it?
Yeah, that is a problem. And that's my only little worry about that.
That means man ain't clinical.
He ain't clinical, but
nah.
Listen, he scores a lot more goals than Lacazette and Nketiah. So,
innit? You know that once.
Right. 132 fouls, 83 offsides, 90 tackles. So looks like Richarlison works harder. But then again, I suppose with Man City, because they have the ball most of the time, they don't have to do any tackling. You know what I mean? Block shots, 8, interception. Yeah.
Call me mad, and I know people in the chat might want to use this opportunity to say who they think is better as well. But instead of buying Jesus, I would have tried Gabby through the middle, you know.
Yes.
He was a striker before he came to Arsenal. Arsenal the one that played him on the wing.
I mean, there was talk when Mikel came to the club. Let me just come out of this and stop sharing now. Yeah, let me just come back. Yeah, listen. When Mikel came to the club, he did say that, you know, he sees him as, you know, playing down the middle, and that's probably where he wants to play. But I don't know. I think he still needs to develop out on the wing first. You know, like when Henry first came. Do you know what I mean?
So he's good on the wing. He's good on the wing.
Yeah, he's good on the wing. So I think he needs a bit more time. I think eventually he'll probably end up down the middle. I think he eventually will end up down the middle.
But my thing was like, my logic is, unless you're buying that killer striker, you know, the ones where we look at his stats and we're saying, yeah, that this is that guy, you know, that Vardy or that Cavani, that guy that's just, you know when it gets on his toe, it's 9 times out of 10, isn't it? Unless you're buying that guy, I think Gabby Martinelli could have done a similar output to what Gabby's going to bring you. But I don't know, because Gabby's connect-up play is also very good.
Yeah.
I think that's majorly maybe more what he's going to bring.
I think, you know what it is? I think with Man City, I'll say no. with Arsenal, I think what Arteta wants is more goals from the front three attacking players and from the midfield. I don't think he's going to put the wholeness on, even though he's made him the number 9 and you know, they've asked Gabriel, you know, is that your favorite, you know, position? Is that where you want to play? And you know, ultimately, yes. Do you know what I mean? But I think our goals will be spread right across the front three, whatever it is. I think that's how it's going to work. But we need to get more goals from our midfielders, the likes of Odegaard. They need to be scoring more. Saka, we know, was our top goal scorer last season, and behind him was
good player
ESR. You know what I mean? So, and again, the other question is, because we're linked with we're trying to get a right-sided. The players that we want is like a right-sided attacking player. Also, we need a central midfielder and left back. I think we're going to end up keeping Cedric as right back.
Oh God,
it is what it is. You know what I mean? But the left back situation, I think Nuno Tavares will probably go out on loan, but we need to get that sorted out as well. Because Eki, well, we heard that Eki from Bologna was linked with in early part of the window, but now we're hearing that he's going to Brentford. But then we're hearing that Brentford have not, well, or the manager is kind of keeping tight lipped on it, so they're not too sure what's happening with that deal. So we'll just see what happens.
Jay's got a thing there.
Oh, sorry.
Was that Ramsey from Aston Villa or?
Yeah, Darwin, Ramsey, and Carvalho.
Darwin, I'm guessing Darwin from Liverpool. Yeah. Ramsey, and the only Carvalho I know is the Portuguese one.
Yeah, that's from Fulham. But it was Ramsey. It was Ramsey.
Ramsey must be the Aston Villa.
Did they buy him? Have they bought him? Has Liverpool bought him?
No, can't be.
I can't remember. Ramsey, I know Ramsey plays for Aston Villa, if it's the same Ramsey, but
or is it Ramsey the defender? But I thought we're talking about strikers.
Yeah, that's I don't know.
I know Liverpool just bought a right back called Ramsey.
Might be that, but probably that's.
Oh, so yes, he's talking about Liverpool. Yeah, Ramsey.
About Liverpool, yeah.
Ramsey, the right back from is a Scottish player.
Yeah. Yes.
Carvalho from Fulham.
Is he from Ramsey's from Aberdeen? Isn't it? He played for Aberdeen. I think.
That's a good signing.
Well, you know what he's going to do. Well. You know, Klopp is going to turn him into like he got Alden Robertson from Hull. Yeah. Look what he's done with him. You know what I mean?
Cheap too.
Well, talking of Fulham, we actually managed to sell a player.
I know. Is it?
Oh,
yeah.
Pereira, 10 million plus add-ons. I couldn't believe it, man. I started laughing when I saw that. I said, we sold a player.
Don't you get a chunk of that money or something? Apparently, there's like a sell-off.
Yeah, because he was on loan.
Yeah.
No, he was our player that's been on loan. He's like we call him pre-season Perlo. Because he has a bad boy pre-season and then he just dies. He just ends up getting sent on loan. So we've actually got him off the books. Yeah. So 10 mil and 3 million add-ons apparently. If he wins the Ballon d'Or and qualified for Champions League and all that.
So just Chile,
going back to your original question, I think that they're both going to do well.
Right.
I also think that if it had been the other way round and we had got Jesus and you'd got Richarlison, it wouldn't have worked. We needed a Richarlison, and you needed,
So
him.
Craig's question to you, Chile. Will Tottenham play a front three now they got him?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What happens to Koulibaly then? What system are you gonna play then?
He's gonna play he plays on the right, so Richarlison can play anywhere across the front. But I think he's been brought in to be the original Brazilian R9.
You only kiss my teeth with it.
That's where I think that he's going to play. I think that he's going to play the number 9. I don't think he's going to be a winger. I think that's why we're going for Spence. I think Spence is going to be the one that's there to push Kulu.
Yeah. Diego's saying, with the World Cup in mid-season, I wonder how will that affect the player stats? Will that up some of their games? What are your thoughts on that? Because obviously that's going to be in November.
I think it's crazy. The way they've done this World Cup thing is
it's a mad one, isn't it? And you're actually going to see players. You're going to see players try to save themselves for the World Cup.
Yeah.
The closer you get to it, you're going to see
the closer performances drop November, off.
Yep.
Yeah.
No one trying to get injured.
Come back and say that they're tired and.
Need a holiday,
3 weeks to get back into it,
and so it's gonna be like what second week of January before you see certain mans.
Even more reason to get rid of Ronaldo. If he's pulling all these family problem stunts now, what's he gonna be doing? This might be his last World Cup.
It's his last World Cup, and he's captain in that team. He ain't trying to get injured for anybody. I'm saying he's not trying to get injured for anybody.
Yeah. Chile, are you confident we'll sign Spence? Question from Craig.
Because there's been so much talk about it, I do think we'll get him. And it's not a lot of money. It's like, I don't understand. It's like 15 mil. Just go.
That's right. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know what the delay is. I really don't know what the delay is. Seriously, don't know what the delay is. Arsenal reportedly made a 34 million pound. Listen, Arsenal making lots of bids. Yeah, we're going there, but we always seem to be below the prices that they're asking for. We always going in, as I said last week, we go into the shop. Yeah, that man is selling a bar of chocolate for £1. Yeah, and we say 50 pence. Yeah, no, it's £1. Yeah, and that's the thing that really annoys me.
He's not even who you need.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Why? Don't need him. He's just another attacking midfielder. We don't need that no more. Let's get the players that we need. We need to solidify that middle of the park. We need a Tiller's.
Maybe Arteta's thinking if we're going to score more goals, you'll win more matches. But
that's a dead manager then. Yeah, with that kind of tactics. No, come on, man. You got to go in there with tactics.
To be fair, that's what it looks like he's doing from the players he's been linked with.
Arsenal's defense hasn't really been their problem. It's other end of the pitch, and maybe the midfield more than anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, then that's why he's going for them. Then
Asensio, though, he's dead wood. That is dead wood.
24 million. How old is he? How old is Asensio? What's he about?
I don't think he's old, but he's one player you should have got 4 or 5 years ago.
Is he Real Madrid? Is he Real Madrid?
Yeah, he is.
When a player is asked to play in different positions, the manager needs to sell the idea to the player. I'm assuming
must be going back.
That could be. Yeah, is that referring back to? Well, I know for Arsenal, Arteta does like a utility player. He wants players. I think they just want a bargain player that they can pay for and say, right, I'll get this. If I'm going to pay this, I want this out of him, so that they can play in multiple positions and they're going to get their money's worth out of him rather than going for a specific position like left back. You know what I mean? So we need to sort out that left back position, because if Tierney gets injured, then I don't know who we're going to put in there, because I don't want to see Nuno Tavares in there at all. I don't want to see him in there at all.
You want to see Ben White starting for you?
Nope, I want Saliba and Gabriel.
I forgot about Saliba.
Yeah, I want them. That's the two I want to see starting together. Yeah. Man, hit the like button, subscribe and share if you're new. Arsenal used to shop at Arrows. Now we're at TK Maxx.
It's true.
It's true. It's the truth. We're at TK Maxx. But just
TK Maxx, don't not TK Maxx,
There's some gems in there. There's some gems in
there. If you've got some patience, there are some gems in there.
Yeah, you just need the right.
Primark, man. Primark, you're like chatting about, innit?
Craig, you just need the right manager. Yeah, so we could probably shop at TK Maxx, but you need the right manager.
Are you Arteta out then, Norman?
How many times are you going to keep answering me that, brother? Okay, Lissandra Martinez agent is in London, Conley. Now, Craig, I hope you're not pulling my leg. Yeah, and don't do you have palpitations here?
No, you know what?
Martinez agent is in London, Conley.
I'll be honest.
You know what?
I would love Martinez to go to Arsenal, man.
If he does go to Arsenal, yeah. If he does, for the 42 million, me
and Chile will laugh together for once.
Yeah, for real.
Serious, man. Just on. You know when they walk out with the kids before the match, and you're like, oh, that's not a kid, that's a player.
Right, listen, brother. Listen, let me just talk to Ezra a minute. Yeah, listen, hey, Chili, I'm joining you with the gloves are off. Yeah. He needs 4 boxes in his head. That's what he needs. Right?
Hang on, you gotta let me tag you in, man. You can't just jump in.
Listen, this is WWE. Listen, we both do a double.
No. To be fair, I've been good to Arsenal. Norms.
Let's do a double clothesline on this, brother.
Norms, I've been good to Arsenal. I've been so good to Arsenal, and that's because of my wife. Yeah,
I know.
But hear what? Arsenal fans are humble before the season. Yeah, before the season starts, is we're not doing nothing this season. The season starts, and your 3-4 results, we're back. And then you dip form around Christmas. It's around Christmas, isn't it? You dip around Christmas.
Well, it was normally it would have been. We used to have these dips when we was good, when we was winning stuff and stuff like that. We used to have these dips in November. November time was when we used to have that little blip, and then you come out of that, you go again, win a couple of titles and stuff like that. Yeah,
and then your fans have the most to say. The most to say.
And that's the problem.
Listen, it don't help that you've got things like Arsenal Fan TV. Listen. I watched that with popcorn, Dread. Yeah, when you lot lose, when you lot lost to Palace, Brighton, and Southampton, I was sitting here, lights off, like I'm about to watch a movie premiere.
Man's like Don Robbie, you know. Shout out to Don Robbie if you're watching.
He got robbed. But that don't help because I'm sure the players might even go and watch that.
I'm telling you.
Does Tavares manage the music in the change room? Because there must be a reason you're keeping him. I don't know what we're doing. Them chests too high, as Jay would say. Them chests too high. Them chests too high. But listen, we're coming down. Just going back to the question. So, as Chili says, you know, we needed Gabriel and you needed Richarlison. So look, may the best man win. Yeah, Jesus.
But why is it a competition between them two? Because they're Brazilian and they're both played in North.
Well, you know it is. You know where he goes, isn't it?
Well, if you want to look at it like that, let me just say that since he's been at Everton, the only Brazilian to score more goals than him is Neymar. There you go.
Okay,
that's an interesting stat.
See,
that's a very interesting stat.
What for Brazil? You talking about for Brazil?
No, he just scored goals.
Okay.
Only Neymar scored more. The only other Brazilian to score more is Neymar.
Do we know? Is he still in the contract? No. Neymar, is he in the contract?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know, like, because his name's been thrown about. So I'm like, is he out of contract? Why his name's just been thrown about?
Nah, his name's been
thrown
about.
It's just that. Listen, they listen because obviously, Pochettino went today. Is it today he went?
Oh, is he gone?
Yeah,
Pochettino's gone.
So what's the new? Ed, you know what the new? I can't remember who the new manager is.
Yeah,
you know
it's the old.
Oh, I saw it. Yeah,
not Leon manager. Leo manager, the one that won
That's
the
right.
title.
Yeah.
Oh, seen.
But it's not even that. It's not even that. It's not even the managership.
Hang on a minute. Have you had that next to your name all show?
Do you know what? I just clocked it. You listen, right?
It's funny.
Hey, listen.
I don't see the problem.
I control things. Just be able to say. I control things. Yeah, right. No, let me go back to this. This is for you. Yeah, that's for you. Right.
Back to Neymar for a sec. We'll come back to that question about Greenwood. I want to talk about that. Back to Neymar. The problem came when they gave Mbappe that deal. That deal that Mbappe's got, he basically is like a third man on the board.
Right, yeah. That's how I understand it.
Yeah.
Or not choose, but he has a say. Like there was something like PSG tried to get Tuchemeni, who signed for Real Madrid. It was Mbappe that made the call.
I rate him, you know.
Made the call. He's a good player.
Is it?
He's a good
player.
I
rate him.
But Mbappe was the one that made the call. You know, that's that sort of power they're giving to him. They said, yo, you make the call. And if you could, especially as a French man, if you convince him, so Mbappe's got that level that takes him kind of 1 foot player, 1 foot hierarchy. And Neymar,
that's not good though, is it?
Well, it's not good. It's changing the dimension of football. It's changing the dimension of football. But you man don't understand. The president called called Mbappe and said, you got to stay in Paris. The president of France.
Oh wow!
You know what I mean? That's politics.
Yeah, that's political,
and that's when it came down to things like you call certain amount of tourists to come to the country. You see where it's going to affect their pocket now and all them thing there, right? So you know it got political. So Neymar naturally in the middle of all this is like, you know what? I came here to be the main man. You know, I did. Now you brought Messi and Mbappe here. I don't need to be here. You know what I mean? If someone comes for me, I'm gone. But the truth is, it's very unlikely, especially now he's got a new manager that wants to keep him. I don't think it's going to happen, really, unless it's like a loan thing or something.
Well, okay, Big D, what has happened to Greenwood?
Well, this is what they're saying. They're saying that he's going to bust case. Right? Now, if he busts his case, he's still in the contract at Man United. So that's a problem for me because pretty much the whole squad unfollowed this brother on social media. Now, if he comes with a no guilty, and he now we can come back to Carrington. How's that going to work? It's a mad one. Yeah. I don't even know. And this is what happens when you put someone on the cross before he's really had a chance to defend himself in court. Because, for me, I just don't see a way for him to come back into that team. And if he does, do they even pass in the football? You know, them ones. It's a mad one. I feel for the kid, but at the same time, it's you know, I have goddaughters. So if my goddaughter come home and tell me, man, to him, I'm going to look for a man. You know what I mean? I'm look after the cross and
I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
It's a hard situation for him.
It's a hard morally thing to say because it's like we've got a legal system, and I know we're getting into politics, but we've got a legal system there to make a verdict, right? Yeah. Guilty, not guilty, blah, blah, blah. If you're guilty, lock him up, throw away the key, whatever. If he's not, then there needs to be also, I guess, some sort of thing that, all right, this man is, the evidence didn't stack up or something. Yeah. But I think the club and his team need to manage this very, very carefully. And
it's really dragged out as well, as it's really dragged out.
It's not
so
anyone.
There's so many permutations just with your club, Dio.
I know.
I don't
know.
You know,
and then you throw a new manager into the mix now.
That's what I'm
saying.
With
all that circus going on, you throw a new man in the mix and say,
"Who would have said that Who would have said that Man United would have been a poison chalice?"
It feels that way, doesn't it?
It does. For what is going on in your club, man. It's
too much drama, say, you know what? I mean, yesterday I'm reading Rashford's chatting about the left hand side is mine. Shut up. You know what I mean? What are you chatting about, bro? You can't be getting the England squad anymore. About the left-hand side is yours. Behave yourself. This is the kind of arrogance we're dealing with. Because you know what? We gave him the number 10 shirt. We paid him 250 bags a week. So he thinks he's won nothing. What's he won?
Needs to get his head down.
I know.
His head down, and just if that left side is his, prove it then. Talk about it. You're talking about it for. Go and score 20 goals next season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You talk about it.
Last season, as you said, man down tools. You
saw
down
tools.
You know when people talk about, you watch a football game and you hear the pundit say, "Oh, they've down tools," and you're looking, thinking, what they see that I ain't seen. But bro, when I said they down tools, they down tools. Yeah. One time, man was
disgraceful.
Just literally just walking. Like games, I was like, "Why are you walking?"
Yeah.
Imagine you're on 250 bags a week and you down tools. That's insanity.
But do you know what? Do you know what the difference is?
Man.
Too much too soon.
But you see, Oli wasn't a man manager. Yeah, he wasn't. Nor was Ralph, because he was there to do a little intermediary job. But you see, a man like Pep, he invites players to his house. Yeah.
You know the ones.
Eat dinner. Yeah. Sterling was talking about when Pep invited him to his crib, and Pep had the glass of wine. And Pep did it, and Sterling didn't know if it was a test whether he should drink the wine.
You know what?
You know what I'm there? Do I drink it and get dropped next game, or is he genuinely? And Pep
did he offer him a cigar as well?
Yeah, he probably did.
Man likes to smoke a cigar as well, Right?
But you see, he said it took Pep 45 minutes just to say, last game I needed you to score and you didn't score, so I invited you to dinner to talk about it,
bro.
See,
and that's just do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that.
That's levels, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's levels. That's
levels.
It's
levels. You know what I mean? And now I'm not saying that every manager, but every manager has their own way to get to players. The coaches I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like I there's so many examples we could probably go through, but then you're seeing the difference on that player.
Well, I'll tell you what. Talking about managers, Arteta has that kind of level as well. What he tells them to do is he drops them from games for like 3 months and thinks they're going to come back, and then starts selling them to Barcelona and paying their salary or whatever. Nah,
but you know what?
That's the problem with Arteta. His man management skill is absolutely useless. Man, you was putting that Pep, you was putting that cones for Pep, yeah. You was putting that cones for learn from the master, yeah.
But you know what?
All you're doing is putting out cones on the motorway. I'm tired.
But you know what? The certain players, right? Because when Ronaldo came to United, right? When he came to United, on their one of their first dinners out, right? Apparently, man was ordering sticky toffee pudding with ice cream, right? And when Ronaldo looked down the table, apparently not one player took a spoon. They were like, "What is that? What we're eating after dinner?" Everyone just put their spoons down. You know what? Because he's saying, "No, you lot are not fit, and you're eating sticky and ice cream." You know what I mean? So there's certain levels. What you say, Pep, tell the man, "Listen, come for dinner tomorrow night." And this is putting on a beef roast, and you're like, "I don't eat Pep. I don't eat beef, bro. We're cooking beef. I'll see you at 7. You know what? It's not. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. That's what we're doing, and you have to respect it to a point. You know,
it's true. It's true. It's true.
Yeah, it's mad.
I mean, all our managers on here, yeah, they're all different. Yeah, You know, Conte has his way of managing. Arteta's more arrogant than anything else. Do you know what I mean? And you know them people that think them reach. Yeah, that's Arteta. He thinks he's reached. No, brother, you ain't reached yet. Yeah, because you're not on the levels of man like Conte. I mean, it hates me. It grates me to say that we haven't got the level of manager that Tottenham have got. Yeah, same with Tuchel. Ten Hag obviously is an unknown quantity entity when it comes to him managing in the Premier League. You know, what I mean, with all the hassle and stuff that's going on with Man United, but we'll see how he navigates his way through that. But listen, we have to see what happens. Craig says,
"No, but
Ireland."
I respect
Sorry,
it.
go on.
I respect it. Sorry, quickly before we move on.
Yeah,
I respect it. Like people like Conte. Sorry, my camera's doing the madness, but you can hear me, yeah?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Conte, when he signed to Tottenham last season and they interviewed him, his English still wasn't great. And they were like to him, "Conte, how do you get the influence on your changing room?" And he just said, "I'm Italian, you know, we believe in the mafia and all them things." and you got to imagine, his English is bad as well, lads. Yeah,
right.
And then he said, "Excuse my English if it's bad, but you know, if there's anyone that disrupts what I'm doing, I kill them." You know, but could you imagine now how that attention he gets from his players? No wonder they got Champions League last season. You know what I mean? Like, we saw it with Diego Costa at Chelsea. Yeah. Diego Costa, no one's done it in a Chelsea set since Diego Costa as a striker. Everyone's come and struggled, yeah? But the moment Diego Costa was missing about, Conte sent him a text. Yeah, sorry, yeah. Don't come back.
Come on, the club.
In a bit.
Yeah? No messing about with me. Yeah? Anthony Owen. Listen, Craig is saying, Haaland, Nunes, Kane. Who wins the Golden Boot? I think we asked this question last week, but again, put it in the chat as well. Just go around quickly.
Harry Kane.
Golden Boot.
Harry Kane.
Okay. What are you saying, Chill?
Harry Kane.
Ez?
Harry Kane. I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna have to go full house as well. And this must be. Look at this! Look at the size of Chili's head. The hat is expanded. Yeah. the hat is gonna bust on his head. You know the only reason why I say Harry Kane is because Ireland and Nunes, for me, I've not proven it yet.
They're unknown in the Premiership.
Plus, they're going to get rotated on a lot.
Yeah, as well.
He will rotate Haaland.
Goals, man.
Yeah, he will get the goals, but he will rotate him.
Yeah.
Listen, Norman, I've got to run, man. Mrs. is giving me daggers.
Listen. Thank you, Chili, man. We are coming down to the end of the show, so we haven't got long to go. But listen, thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming on and doing the gloves are off chat.
Man, good to see you, Chili.
I'm looking forward to speaking to Ez next week when you tell me about all these players they've signed.
I'm sure Ez will be. I'm sure Ez will be ready. I'm sure Ez will be ready. Yeah.
How many players you going to sign by then too?
Listen, Chili, don't watch it. I'm just gonna share my screen. Yeah, I'm just gonna share my screen. I'm gonna ask Norman to share the screen. Sky Sports News. Get me? Yes.
I like the confidence.
But yeah, Chili, big up to you, man. Yeah. Thank you for time, and we'll see you next week, Chili. Yeah.
Catch up you next week. Take care, guys.
Go through. Take care, bro.
And big up everyone in the chat.
Man.
100%. We're just gonna quickly go for the chat. Junior says, "Where do you think Poch is going? He left PSG. Think he will be plotting to go to somewhere where would all where we all would never think. I'd find a bit strange him leaving such a good team like that. It's not about him leaving a good team like that.
No, he got bounced, didn't he? He got bounced. Yeah.
And
he got a lovely pay package too.
Exactly.
So he's not in a rush to go nowhere.
He's just sit back.
Paid out at 20 million or something.
He's going to come back to England because I think he obviously wants to manage in the Premier League. He's just going to sit and wait and see which team, in the top. Well, I think we asked this question. Do we think that Poch would be able to manage any of the top 6 sides? And I'm sure I heard no.
Listen,
not in this. It was about 2-3 streams ago.
This is my prediction. If the Man United board do not back Eric,
he's gone.
Eric gets sacked, and Poch comes and steadies the ship because that's what he's good at. He's gonna steady the ship. Because that's what he's good at. He done it at Tottenham. Just steadily top 4, top 5, top 4, top 3, cup finals. He didn't win anything, but he's steady. He brings that steadiness. I think that's my only prediction. Otherwise, he's gonna chill and wait. He ain't got no rush to go nowhere.
Nah, man, because he's got the bag already. The bag is in the account. He's good.
It's good.
You know what I'm saying?
It's good.
Between him and Mourinho, them two got bare change, from these golden handshakes to walk away.
What did I read the other day? I read like Mourinho's made over 100 million from sackings. Sackings.
You imagine? It's mad, isn't it?
Sackings. I'm in the wrong career.
It's the best job to be in. It's the best job to be in.
Graceful.
Right, just quickly going through these because I'm getting daggers from the missus as well. Craig wanted respect on Coleman setting. Yes, laugh like we're done out here. Haaland. For me, the amount of chances Man City create is ridiculous. So he's saying Haaland.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not playing every week, no. Trust me. Pep ain't playing him every week.
Yeah,
because there's a different style of football to play him. He's going to rotate him and play different styles when he's leading the line. When he's not leading the line, he's going to go back to that fluent front 3. Trust me. Yeah. That's what it will do. And that's where they become dangerous because they got them options now.
Yeah,
where they say, man, just flip it.
Who do you mark?
Exactly.
And don't forget, he's got the killer Phil Foden, Phil Foden, Mahrez, Bernardo Silva, Grealish has still got to be unleashed.
Exactly. He got better options, man. It's ridiculous.
Different class.
Oh, and they bought that new guy. What's his name? From Argentina. That's why he's selling Sterling.
Yeah.
What's his
name?
Alvarez. Is it Alvarez?
Yeah.
Alvarez. Yeah.
Baller.
Yeah. His options are ridiculous.
Yeah.
He got 7-8 attacking options in that squad now. I mean, come on, man.
Diego Crystal Palace is optimistic for Spurs.
Well,
maybe they can have a Robo Cup.
I'm sure Chile will be quite happy about that. But let's see what happens. And lastly, we're coming down to the last topic, and that's Mo Salah laughing all the way to the bank.
Oh,
350K.
Now, listen, that goes up to what, 380, possibly 400,000, depending on add-ons and whatever. You know, in terms of what he does, bonuses and stuff like that.
And this is why they had to let Mane go. Yeah, had no choice, man.
Yeah, and some people would say that Mane deserve to stay and probably get the pay rise.
Deserve his paper, but Liverpool can afford to pay both of them.
Yeah. So Liverpool obviously have broken. They've broken their wage structure now. You know. But
as now, everyone comes knocking the door now.
That is the
problem.
We said this
the goalkeeper, Van Dijk. What name the right back? Trent, all them man come knocking the door and I say, yeah, boss, listen, what's going on?
100%.
What's going on, boss?
You know, look. If they're gonna get rid of anyone, get rid of Firmino, get rid of what's his name?
Anderson.
Chamberlain.
Chamberlain, right? Yeah.
Get rid of them man there, and you keep money. Because look, I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah.
Salah might back the goals, but Mane sets the tone of that front three.
Definitely.
He works so hard. Salah, he don't work hard, you know. He works when
he doesn't. He doesn't. If you look at Mane's work rate compared to Salah, Salah gets you the goals, but I'd sooner have a Mane in my team.
They never loved him. They never loved him, Phil. If Phil's still watching, the hardcore Liverpool man, Phil, they never loved him. That's why he left.
They give him his flowers.
Yeah, they give him his flowers, man. Yeah. Like there's their Liverpool man saying he's not bigger than the club. No one's saying that. Yeah. But recognize what he brings to the table, man. Come on.
Yeah. And it would
That's
help.
all I can say on that.
Liverpool, you know.
And it would help if Salah passes it to him as well. You know,
that big statement, you know what it is.
Hey, Norms, don't let Auntie Jancy hear me, yeah.
Clip him.
This is the end of Liverpool.
Right. This is
the start of the end.
Let me just say this.
Clip him.
Ezra said, "Don't let Auntie Jancy hear me." This is the what? Sorry.
This is the start of the end of Liverpool.
This is the start of end of Liverpool. No, it ain't. He said, "No, it ain't." Well, listen. Look.
Fix up.
I mean, look. Why do you say? I mean, are you joking or is it banter or what?
No, I'm being serious.
Being serious.
The cohesion goes from here. Salah's now above them. Right.
Okay. Wow.
And he changes the dynamics of the changing room now with that salary. The red eye monster comes out. Says, yow. Look what I do for the team.
Yeah.
Yep.
400K, man. Jeez.
Because that back line can argue. He scores the goals. And
everybody's going to be knocking the door, man. Everybody going to be knocking the door.
We keep them clean sheets.
Yeah.
And keep you. Yeah.
Yep. This statement here by Craig, you know, obviously our new signing Vieira, about him. Yeah, I'm finishing. Yeah. This one about Vieira wearing a protective boot. Obviously, it's precautionary. I think he did it in. I don't know if it was with his national team.
No way.
Just hurt his foot. So I'm hoping it's nothing serious.
Don't start that nonsense. Like you lot and injuries, Arsenal.
Well, this is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, and that doesn't bode well. There was a picture of him with the protective boot on, and he did come out and put out a tweet saying, "Don't worry," or on his Insta story saying, "Don't worry, it's just
minor."
Let's just hope that's not the case.
Yeah.
But listen, guys. Listen, Mo Salah is laughing all the way to the bank. Let's hope that the other players don't get jealous and start coming and knocking down Klopp's door and say, "Bro, I want same parity." Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Could that be a problem? Someone knocking at the door. It could be the postcode lottery. Laugh out loud. And on that note, guys, we are going to come to the end of the show. Thank you very much for the people in the chat for interacting. Thank you to Big D, to Ez.
Man.
Next week, hopefully, you would have signed some players and you can come and show what you need to show off. You know what I mean? Looking forward to that. We'll see what happens coming there. But listen, it's been a pleasure, guys, in the chat. Thank you for interacting again. Please,
big up everyone in the chat, man.
Subscribe if you're new.
Thank you, guys.
And we will see you on the next What's Going On podcast. Take care.
Yeah, man.
Let me just do this. I'll get this right. God bless.